Once upon a time, in a quiet, bustling kingdom, lived Humpty Dumpty. He was a cheerful egg who loved adventure, but he had one major flaw. He loved climbing to dangerously high places. Down below, the word townsfolk would always look up and yell, warning him that he was fragile, made only of delicate glass and shell. But Humpty, he was too proud to listen. He would just pause, laugh slowly, and wave down at them, boasting about the spectacular view from the top. High walls, however, are dangerous, unforgiving places for fragile eggs. Suddenly, a strong, heavy gust of wind swept across the courtyard. Humpty wobbled, back and forth, losing his footing. He slipped. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. He plunged through the air and crashed to the hard ground below, his shell splitting apart into several quiet, puzzle pieces. The king's men. The sudden, heavy silence in the courtyard was broken as the king rushed out. Riding a grand white horse, leading a slow, chaotic line of royal soldiers. Seeing the tragedy, the king stopped. He ordered his men to bring out the royal glue and the palace tape. Desperately trying to save him, all the king's horses and all the king's men marched slowly into the courtyard to help. They tried everything they knew. They tried thick tape, they tried long bandages, and they even tried heavy royal cement. The soldiers moved around the pieces in deep frustration. The shell simply wouldn't stick. The captain of the guard finally stopped, sighed heavily, and looked up at the king, admitting that it was impossible. The shell was too shattered. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. A hard-boiled happy ending, but the king refused to give up. Realizing normal tools wouldn't work, he decided to use a slow, deliberate bit of fairy tale magic. He ordered his soldiers to carefully place Humpty's broken pieces, one by one, into a warm, velvet-lined basket. The king raised his glowing royal scepter, held it high in the air, and cast a quiet, magical spell over the shell. With a bright, blinding flash of light, a spark of magic transformed Humpty entirely. The magic slowly sealed his cracks and turned him into a bouncing, indestructible, hard-boiled egg. Humpty leaped out of the basket, soaring high into the air and landing softly back on his feet. He laughed, patting his new sturdy belly, thrilled to find that he was completely solid. The king stepped forward and made him promise no more high walls, and Humpty, smiling widely, gladly agreed to keep both feet firmly on the ground. Slowly, the entire kingdom began to cheer for joy as Humpty celebrated with a happy, triumphant roll across the cobblestone courtyard.